said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Loosen up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I see it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appeared on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Allen escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Verone McKinley. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 26. In motion, Hill. After the turnover, it's Tua. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. In motion, Hill. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive
interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Tua on 4th down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Tyler Matakevich coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tua going to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 33 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Let's go now.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Steal. Check. Steal. Quick. Yellow. Hut.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Throw left side, complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago.
followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They run here with Singletary. Then he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Bass on for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bills 21, Dolphins nothing. Tyler Bass with the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass with the kickoff for Buffalo.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Tua.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it is 28-0. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's Bass now to send it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Second down, here's Mostert again. They find some open field here. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on first down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
On second down, Mostert. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's go. Watch one. Ready.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Okay, ready? Ready.
2 and now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
Dolphins, nothing. Tyler Bass will be kickoff for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And some room to roam now. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.